Sick,
No.
sick, motherfucker, sick.
I can't actually get to it.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me right now. You share your screen?
Oh no, it's on now. It's on now. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good job. Good job. That was a good catch.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. This is what I was doing last night. I was like, what the fuck isn't working? And I went to sleep so pissed. Okay, so what are we doing? So basically, we are gonna do like a speed run, and we're gonna do somewhat of a race between who's gonna install Ubuntu first.
What's this in a race?
I just made it a race.
Okay, fine.
So wait, no, it's not really a race. What we're gonna do is we're gonna compare installations. So you're gonna install Ubuntu on a real computer, right? Like you
Yeah,
have an old computer that you have lying around, and then
yeah,
I'm gonna install Ubuntu on a virtual machine
yeah.
using VirtualBox, and then the end goal is to really host up a website with an SSL certificate, keeping it secure,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Um, so you're starting with scratch, and I'm working on like my MacBook. So I'm using VirtualBox to install the Ubuntu, but yeah, you have your thing. So I'm recording right now.
Okay, I'm also not going to use the Ethernet. I'm going to use Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah,
because I
yeah.
had some troubles with it. So I just want to show that in case someone else has troubles.
With Wi-Fi, you mean, right? Because yeah,
Yeah.
you can probably easily just connect to wired, but some people, yeah, they'll have issues with their Wi-Fi, and um, it's nice to have Wi-Fi. Oh, and so we're installing Ubuntu Server, not desktop. And desktop usually
Yes.
would be easier.
Yeah.
And so the server is just the command line,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to get started.
Okay, yeah, get started.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna get started as well. Um, so I'm gonna go Ubuntu 16.04. And yeah, so we're recording too. So like just walk through what you're doing. So I can also switch back and forth between the screens.
Okay. It's just loading up the installation first. It takes a while.
Um, wait, what do you mean it's loading up the installation? Oh, I see. So how,
Yeah, it's
how
just
did
loading up.
how are you starting it on your personal laptop? You saved it to a USB?
Yeah, I saved it to a USB, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just loading the USB now. So I configured my laptop. I went into the BIOS settings and set it to boot from USB first.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my screen and just go create, continue. Lost at 10 gigs is good. And then so one of the things I discovered yesterday, I was just telling you about, is the network side. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna enable the network adapter, but I'm gonna change it to a bridged adapter so that I don't have to worry about like port forwarding on my local machine. Um, and then I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger as well, so that I can see a little bit more. And I'll start that baby up. And I have to select the image. So I'm going to be using 16.04, but you're using
Yeah, I'm using
20.
2004.
Okay, yeah, and you're using 20.04 on a much older laptop, right? So that's why I personally think that the Wi-Fi didn't work on default.
Yeah, but it worked for 1804 and 1604, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're using the newest version of Ubuntu LTS.
Yeah.
Um, is it LTS or LVS? Can't
LTS,
remember now.
long-term support.
Yeah. So yeah, you're using the newest version on an old laptop, whereas the older versions worked on the older laptops,
Yeah.
like by
All right.
default.
All right, I'm actually going through the setup right now.
Okay, you're going to English, yeah. So I'm
All right.
I'm at that
English,
exact same stage.
done.
So I'm
Okay,
gonna
this part is annoying. It's actually disabled by default.
wait, which part?
The Ethernet ports. So you actually have to enable them at first.
Oh, interesting.
It
So
doesn't go
wait,
to
what are you doing right
automatic.
now? So I'm I'm recording your screen
Yeah.
because
So
yeah, you're on a separate screen, but
yeah. So this is Sorry. So the IPv4 and IPv6 by default are disabled. So you go into them individually and enable them both.
how do you know they're disabled?
because as soon as you go to this screen,
Mm-hmm.
if I go to edit IPv4, so this is actually on this. This is actually the, sorry.
But maybe it's disabled because you haven't installed anything yet.
No, even when I did it through an Ethernet port, this is how it looks initially. So you have to go
Oh,
to each one
interesting.
individually and enable them.
So before you were like when you were selecting the English language and all that, like
Yeah.
how did you get to the screen? Like did you have to select anything?
No, it's just the next screen. Once you click next.
Oh wow, so they force you to like do this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you'll see when I switch back to mine or like the recording will see that I don't get prompted with that at all.
Yeah.
Because I
Even
guess
if
I
I have this wired
yeah,
in, it still prompts you for this. So
well that's interesting. Yeah, so but you can see that the Realtek semiconductor code like that Ethernet controller like it has the drivers already built in for the wired it looks like,
yeah,
but Wi-Fi is not showing up there.
the Wi-Fi is not showing up. All right, I'm
I
gonna
see.
continue. Done. Done. Use the entire disk. Done. Done. Continue.
And then you're gonna set your username. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back over to this and then do my install. So I'm gonna go English, Ubuntu Server, English. Yeah, I mean, this process is probably a lot easier for folks that don't want to deal with with what you're doing.
Yeah. So right now this is easy. So right now I'm just installing the OpenSSH server.
So hold on, I stopped sharing your screen, right? So tell me when I should go back to your screen because I'm
You
not
can go back
recording
to
anything.
right now because this is just the last screen I think before it's gonna reset itself.
Okay, so after you set up your username and stuff, you came to the screen.
Yeah, so this is the next screen. So I install OpenSSH server. So just click enter here.
Mm-hmm.
Import SSH identity. No, I don't have anything to import. I don't have I don't use have SSH from GitHub or Launchpad.
Okay.
Done. And now it's just gonna go through this. It's just gonna install these systems.
Okay, nice. Oh yeah, so like I'm looking at my screen right now and it says configuring the network with DHCP v6. So like it's doing it automatically. I didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I don't know why
interesting.
2004 has that initially. I
Oh,
might just be me though, so I'm not sure.
yeah, I feel like it's because of the computer you're on.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe. I have no idea.
and then so yeah, it's asking me for host name, so I'll set that up as Ubuntu. Um, I'll just name it Aman, and I'm gonna set the password as just password. Did you set up
Okay.
like a complicated password?
Sorry.
Did you set up a complicated password?
I'm gonna use SSH in two-factor eventually. So even if someone does have the password, they're also gonna need a verification code. So
Mm-hmm. So is it a yes?
no, I picked the super simple password.
Okay.
I picked Mortar, Rick and Mortar.
Yes. Okay,
Obviously,
now mine is
I think anyone
installing.
else would pick a more complicated password.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There's no
Um,
reason why you shouldn't. No good reason why
did
you
you
shouldn't.
stop sharing your screen?
No, I didn't change anything yet.
I think I lost your screen and your audio is cutting out a bit.
It is?
Yeah. Are you on like 2.4?
Yeah.
Oh, there now. Now the screen's back.
Okay. Yeah, it's still installing. It takes a while.
Yeah. Okay. Mine is close to finishing. It looks like, but I'm not really sure. I just wanted to switch back over to your screen.
Yeah, no, nothing's interesting happened yet.
So, so a lot of the stuff that we're doing right now is the initial steps for like anything we want to do, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just hosting a website and having the ability to have WordPress or WooCommerce or any of that stuff. Like a lot of the web applications that exist, they need some kind of a server backend, and Ubuntu or some other Linux distribution is generally the start of everything, right?
Yeah.
So this process is like a requirement for like any of the tutorials or any of the software you want to install on your servers. So this
Yeah.
is kind of required.
Yeah.
Um,
So I just finished my installation and I clicked reboot now. So it's just rebooting everything. This takes super long when it loads for the first time.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so mine is almost done. It's giving me an option for HTTP
Basically, I
proxy,
finished
which I
before
don't
you.
have. Oh, we'll see about that.
No, I'm already done installing it. I'm just on the reboot phase now.
Okay, fine. We'll see. Whoever's in Ubuntu server first is like the faster.
That sucks.
But it's also still installing. Like mine is still installing.
Yeah, but there's like once it starts, it actually tries to connect to the network, and only after 2.5 minutes that does it stop trying to do that.
Uh, so I have a bunch of different options that just came up for me.
Yeah,
So like it says you can install a bunch of different cores. So you can choose software to install. So similar to how you had your OpenSSH,
yeah,
I have a bunch of other ones. So I'm gonna install the LAMP server, which is the Linux Apache MySQL PHP, because I'm gonna be using that for our web server. Um,
okay,
and then I'm also gonna install this virtual machine host because I'm using a virtual machine. And then I'm also going to install OpenSSH, which will allow me to SSH into the server eventually.
nice.
So yeah, I'm going to continue that. So now I think now is when my actual software started installing those things. I'm going to
Oh,
set
so you're
my
on the second to last screen then.
default MySQL password to just password. And again, just let me know when to switch back over to your screen because I'm
Oh,
on
it's
my
still
screen.
trying to connect to a network, so it's just waiting for a long time. There's nothing I can do to bypass this.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the one annoying part.
Yeah. You've tried installing it on like your more newer computer, like Ubuntu. Like, do you find this process is the same or faster or slower? Like, how do you find it?
I've only tried 2004 and on this one. I haven't tried it on another one actually.
What's this one?
On this old one, like I have another old one, but I'm still using it for other things. So I
I
haven't
see.
tried 2004 on the other ones.
Oh, I see. No, you haven't tried it on your like Mac or anything?
No, no, no.
Okay.
And this is another annoying part. Do you see my screen?
I can switch back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so it says
Mounted.
Ubuntu Server login at the top, but
Hmm.
it's still loading stuff. So, yeah. As long as I keep typing, though, I should be able to get in, yeah.
Oh, but why do you wanna? But what happens if you mess something up?
But it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're
Okay, now this
in,
is
but
the
it's
annoying
still
part.
setting stuff up. So I can't see the bottom of your screen, but
Oh, you can't?
like the very bottom I can't.
What about
Yeah,
now?
okay, now I see. Now I see your
Okay.
cursor.
So this
Actually,
is annoying.
go a little bit lower,
Okay.
slightly. Okay,
Now?
yeah. So why don't you just wait to this for this to finish then?
Yeah, I just wanted to log in first. Otherwise, I don't think I'd see the, let me just clear it. There we go. Okay, perfect. So can you see the top?
I can't see the top, no.
All right, let me just go to the top then.
Okay,
Oops.
yeah, now I can see the top.
Okay, so now I'm actually not connected to the Wi-Fi. So it says WLO1. It says
Mm-hmm.
broadcast multicast, but it doesn't
Yeah,
say up.
yeah, okay. So the Wi-Fi driver is there then.
Yeah, but it's just not connected. So I need to
Okay,
note that WLO1 is what I need. So
okay,
cd/etc/. So I'm going to etc/netplan,
okay,
and I'm going to edit the YAML file in here.
okay. There's only one.
So I'm
So
just adding my
you're
Wi-Fi
adding
in.
these lines.
Huh?
So you're adding these lines. So before there was
Yeah.
only Ethernets. Now you're adding Wi-Fi's.
Yeah. So now I have to add the actual Wi-Fi with the network interface name, as well as the access points and the password, so the SSID name and the password, in order for this to actually detect my Wi-Fi, which is
Hmm.
kind of annoying. But so I'm going to set the DHCP4 and DHCP6 to true.
Okay. Yo, why are you doing spaces? Tabs over spaces. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
don't know. I don't know why I do this.
What? Yo, you need to get on the tabs. What are you doing? Why are you still doing it?
I've already committed, man.
Oh my god. Okay, so the access point is your like home SSID for your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Then once you
gotcha.
put the password in, then you're done. Then Control O, Control X, and
Control X you
now
mean, right?
can you see the bottom of the screen?
No.
All right, let me just clear it then so you can see the top. Now I need to generate what I did,
Hmm.
and I also need to apply it. Now it's applied. I can go
Hmm.
back to IPA. Now WLO1 says no carrier, but it's up.
Oh, okay, nice. So you
Okay.
wait, why does it say no carrier if you just put in your Wi-Fi's?
Yeah, so I need to configure something else as well.
Hmm.
But because I have no Wi-Fi, I actually downloaded everything to a USB. So I'm gonna plug in the USB now.
What the hell? Yo, this is like mad complicated. I feel like you overcomplicated it.
Yeah, if I did just had wired in, then it would be fine.
Okay. So, but wait,
So
have you tried that? Have you gone fully wired in and then done all your updates and then do you find that you still have to do this to enable Wi-Fi, or does it automatically do it?
I did wired in. I don't know if I did sudo apt update first, but I still had to configure the wireless. So
So you still have to do this part, even though you wired in first.
yeah, even though I wired in first, I still had to do this part,
Okay.
but not this exact part because obviously I could install stuff.
Right. Okay.
So now I'm gonna mount my USB. It's in device slash dev slash HDB1. So
I can't see the bottom of your screen.
oh, you can't? Okay.
No.
You see now?
Yeah, but I can't read it. But oh, it's a little bit clearer now. Yeah, yeah. Go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna log into that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oops. Damn it. So cd. Let me just clear it.
Yeah, because I can't see the bottom. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's better.
So what I like to do is
Mm-hmm.
I like to go into media and then make the directory USB. Okay.
And then mount the USB drive. So what's
Yeah.
on your USB drive exactly?
You'll see.
Okay.
So these are the packages I need to install Wi-Fi
So are these packages or are these drivers?
packages.
What
So
like what do you
I
mean
need to install
packages?
them.
Why? Why? What do you mean?
So I need to install wpasupplicant to actually use my Wi-Fi, and wpasupplicant is dependent on these two packages.
Okay,
So I just
so
downloaded them, put them on a USB, and plug it in.
so how did you find that out?
I just have to Google it a lot.
So did you find it out based on your model, like based on your drivers? Like
Oh,
why?
I found a general tutorial. Like this is for multiple drivers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's just install this. All right. Install the next one. Install the last one. Okay. Now I'm done this. Now I can unmount my USB. And I like to just to check that it is unmounted. Okay, it doesn't end anymore, so I can unplug it.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna okay.
that was annoying.
I'm gonna switch back over to my screen just for a second. So don't do
Sure,
anything else.
sure,
Just because I see my login screen, so I'm gonna log
sure.
into mine. So I'm on and password is just the password. So now I'm logged into a to Ubuntu.
Nice.
Um, yeah. So I so sorry, just before you go on to the next step, I just want to show you as well here. So initially we had set up the network adapters as NAT,
Yeah,
and that kind of forced us to set up port forwarding because it created like a new network altogether. So my IP address was like 10.0 dot something. So
yeah,
now because I'm using bridged, I should have like um a new assigned IP address from my actual router, that matches the same like subnet like everything should match like what the the other nodes on my router are matched to. So if I go if config, um, yeah, so I see like my IP address here is 192.168.0.117,
Yeah,
and my machine, my laptop IP is the same dot 103, which means that I can actually connect to this separately as its own node.
so it's
So
like a computer within a computer.
yeah, so instead of going through like the virtual box, I should be able to open up a terminal process and SSH into the same thing. So if I go SSH, I'm on at 192.168.0.117. Yes, and the
Excellent.
password is password. So now I'm SSH into the new VirtualBox like properly.
Nice.
So before I go on here now, I'm gonna switch back over to you.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, you
Am
can
I on now?
continue. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So now what I have to do is I have to pretty much do the same thing I did with NetPlan, but I
Hmm.
have to put it somewhere else. So
What?
this, yeah, I have to put it into another file
So, but what was the point of doing the first part?
so that it actually identifies the wireless. So before it just said broadcast multicast, nothing else. Now it's broadcast multicast up. So the Wi-Fi is up, but there's just no carrier. So it can't really send anything. It detects that it's there, but it can't send any packets. So
So,
if I
what's a
ping
carrier?
google.com, like it doesn't do anything. So now what I have to
Hmm.
do is I have to temporarily go to root. Otherwise, this doesn't work. So wpa passphrase. I need my network connection name, and I'm going to push that to this file, the configuration file for wpasupplicant.
Hmm.
This you just type your password and enter. Now I'm going to exit off root because I never want to use root. And now, just a little tip, if I demand pages wpasupplicant, I'm just going to look for the drivers just to show where it is in case someone has trouble with this.
Hmm.
So these are all the available drivers. There's 6 of them. Mine's the first one because it's for most new drivers, and I actually have a new driver. So this will be the next command I type. Let's go to the top of the screen. -B is to run in the background. D is for driver, and then you type your driver name. -I is for the network interface name, which is WLO1 in my case.
How
And
did you know that
-C
was
is
the
the
driver?
configuration file, which is the one we used on the previous line where we put the passphrase into.
Right. So, how did you know that that N18 whatever was the correct one to use?
I've done this like a few times before. I use WXT for the older drivers, and then I just had to play around with it. But for most, I think for most Intel computers, it's the NL80211.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna enter this. This is good. Now, if I type IPA again, it's actually up. I don't get no carrier. So to
Oh, and you
do
actually have
that,
an IP address too. Like the 0.32 is your IP address.
yeah, 192.168.0.32. Yeah. If I
Nice.
ping Google, I actually get it.
Nice. So you're up and running now.
Now I'm up and running.
So now don't do anything now. Now switch over to your own laptop and SSH into it.
Yeah, now I have to enable SSH. SSH not enabled.
I thought you enabled it from the beginning.
No, by default it's disabled. So
Well,
if I
have you
check the
tried it?
status,
Have
it's
you tried
inactive.
it? Have you tried it?
No, I can't actually do it. It's inactive.
But even mine says inactive. Have you tried it?
Yours says inactive?
Yeah.
All right, let me try from my laptop then.
Cause yeah, try SSH. So share your screen.
All right, hold on.
Share your screen. Yeah, open up terminal in full screen, and then yeah, try SSHing into it.
All right, hold on a second. All right, can you see my screen?
It's loading.
Yes?
No, not yet. What? Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see, but I
Okay.
see like myself.
Let's go to terminal. Just click it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, you can continue from here now.
Okay, perfect.
It's like sweet. So yeah, we're basically at the same spot right now
Yeah.
because you're SSH in and I'm SSH in.
Oh, perfect. Okay, this is a lot better.
Yeah, it's actually more readable now. So I have Certbot installed now. And now what I want to do is set up a new site. So, oh, that was the other thing I did. I didn't tell you. So yesterday I was getting frustrated,
Yeah.
and then so I'm like, fuck this, I'm buying a domain. So I bought techycast.com.
That's funny.
So I'm gonna call this Ubuntu Server dot techycasts.com .conf. So I'm basically copying the default configuration file from Apache into this new techycast file. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just gonna call it techycast.com. And then I'm just gonna edit that file. Apache and then techycast. So what I'm gonna do is change the server name to techycast.com, and then
No
we can
triple W?
add a server alias for www.
Did you buy both?
You just have to buy one.
Oh. If I
And
go
then
there
so
right now, there should be something.
if you go there right now, I might have been playing with it yesterday, so there might be whatever was there from yesterday. But
I just want to see what's there from yesterday then.
what was I doing here? Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna create a new file called techycast.com. So all my documents, like all my website stuff, is gonna live in techycast.com folder. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to do here. So I'm gonna exit out of there, save that, and I am saying that stuff is gonna live there. So I'm gonna make sure that folder exists. So I'll go into etc etc no var www html and then techycasts.com.
Okay.
So just want to make sure that file exists there, and then I'll create an index.html file there. So var www html techycast.com and then index.html. So, and I'll just say this is a site. It is not awesome. Right now. Only right now. Only right now. Ah. Okay, so save that. And then what we want to do now is enable it using the Apache command. So sudo a to enable, which is en stands for enable site,
Yep.
and then the techycasts config. So that's going to enable the new config, and I want to also disable the old one because we don't need that anymore. So a to disable site, and then that's the default. So
Okay.
do that, and then I'm gonna reset the Apache server.
All right.
Apache 2.
So now I should see
Oh,
it.
so yeah, I think so. So hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go to the site right now and see what happens. So if I go to this is my local host, which it seems to be working, right? Because this is just the local thing. But
Yeah.
I don't think you would be able to see it yet because I haven't set up port forwarding. So
Yeah. I was gonna say I can't see anything.
yeah, so I have to go to my router settings and just add port 80 on that on that IP address.
Okay.
Port forwarding, and let's manage this one and just change this to 17. Save changes. So yeah, can you try going to it? Actually, hold
Yeah. I'm
on.
gonna try right now.
Yeah, try now. What do you see? Can you share your screen?
Yeah. Sure. I'll share my screen. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
All right. This is what I see.
Oh, okay, that's exactly what I don't want to see.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh. I don't think I set up the. So you know how we were going to no IP to change all this stuff,
Yeah.
to like assign the DNS and all that.
Yeah.
So I don't think I set it up on this. So that would make a lot of sense. So what I need to do is go to GoDaddy, and configure the domain to point to my public IP address, which is what I was doing on for no IP.
Okay.
But I didn't do it for this yet, so I'm gonna do that right now. So 1 second, let me share my screen. So can you see this?
Yeah. I see it now.
So I'm gonna set. So I'm gonna set this points to this IP. Save that, and also www points to this IP. Save that. Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay. So now this should work after you've saved it.
So it is saved, but it looks like there's a 600-second delay. But
Oh, really? So after 600 seconds, I can view it.
yeah, I don't know if that's how long it actually takes.
I don't know.
Can you go to it?
Let me go to it right now. I'm just refreshing the page,
It's still
but it's nothing's happening.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just let it sit there for now. But there's one more step we need to do, which is actually create the certificate. But I'm gonna wait because I want to make sure the site works. So do you want to switch over to what you were working on there?
Oh yeah, I'll try right now. Actually,
Um,
yeah, it's right. It's running.
sick, sick, sick.
Both of them are running.
Okay, so I guess the last step was to actually enable the certificate on that domain.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use certbot, which is the Let's Encrypt bot, and then I'm gonna set it to techycasts.com. So this should create a SSL certificate for that site.
All right. Let's see this.
What's the website? What's the thing? techycast786
786.
gmail.com. Okay, agree. Nah.
Is this easier than OpenSSL in your opinion?
It's just so much easier. I type in one command
Yeah, that's
and it
true.
does the redirect for me.
Yeah, this is so much easier.
And then the other thing is that this is more secure because you're not self-assigning your certificate. You're like getting it from a third party, right?
Yeah, but even if you self-assign it and it's not secure, won't it still not generate the SSL certificate?
No, it'll generate it, but then you'll have to like go in your host file and enable it. Like it's
Oh,
like
okay.
an extra step that it just complicates things. But yeah, so it looks like it worked. Um,
Well, does this ever expire, the certificate?
yeah, every 90 days, remember?
So how do you make sure it doesn't expire?
But we have to set up a renew, but I just want to see if it worked. This.com. Nah, it didn't work. Can you can you share your screen and go to it?
Sure.
Because for some
Can
reason,
you see it now?
yeah,
All right. So techycast HTTPS.
yeah, it'll automatically redirect to https.com. Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is the same thing that was happening to me yesterday. So for some reason, when I enable this certificate,
Yeah.
it creates it for my router because I think it's using the
What?
same port.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think that's a separate thing. But like normally, if you were to set up a certificate, like it would work because yeah, it clearly worked.
Yeah,
There
it
was
worked the
no
last time. Yeah.
and no and even in here there was no errors. It's just I think the way my router is set up, it kind of hijacks port 80
Mm,
and so like it takes that on for some reason. But
that's
but yeah, I
unfortunate.
think I think I think that's it. Like we got the server up and running. We pointed it to
Yeah.
a domain and we installed SSL.
And Apache does work for me. Just the SQL database for some reason is not working.
Yeah. So wait, but you said that MariaDB installed last time, but not this time. What?
Yeah, I don't know why actually. Maybe it was a different command I used. Uh, Linux config.
So like
Let me see.
some of the instructions might be different then for Ubuntu, right?
Yeah. Let me look up the. Let me look up the MySQL commands for this. So they use MariaDB. Hold on. Can you see my screen? No, you can't. Share screen. So you can see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what I used before, and they use MariaDB server. Oh, and MariaDB client.
And PHP MySQL. So can you run that last command?
Yeah. Let me just do the MariaDB server and
No, just
MariaDB
run the whole
client.
thing. Run the whole command.
Let me just exit out of this first. Why can't I control C out of this?
I don't know. What is your first name, Mr. Burns?
There we go.
Yo, what is your first name, Mr. Burns?
I don't know.
I think that was the funniest line I've ever seen.
The funniest for me is when like he's in the chair and Mr. Burns is like, "Who are you?" And he's like, and Homer Simpson just instinctively says, "Ah, Mr. Burns." And Mr. Burns is like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Remember that?
No? Wait,
Uh,
what episode was this?
uh, I don't know. Like he's in like Mr. Burns's chair for some reason.
Uh-huh.
And then Mr. Burns is confused, like, "What? Who are you?" And then Homer instinctively just yells, "Mr. Burns." Mr. Burns is like, "Oh shit, this is Mr. Burns." Oh, I'm sorry.
No way. I don't think I remember that episode at all. You don't remember what it was like where it was from?
I don't remember the rest of it. I have to look at package my DB server. Oh,
Oh my god, that's two jokes.
no, this one's not working. Let me try the client first.
but no, are you running the whole line?
I did run the whole line. It didn't work.
What? How could it not work? Hold on, let me switch back over to your screen.
Yeah.
You run the whole line, unable to locate package, but you have to run a sudo apt update to get all the repository links and everything.
All right, let's try that. I swear I did this. No, I guess I didn't. I clearly didn't.
No, I don't think you did.
Let's install 10.3. Oh, upright install. My bad. You have oops. 10.3. Yes. All right, I have to install the first one after this. So it's removing MySQL Server.
Wait, what happened?
It's removing the MySQL Server once I've installed MariaDB.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Here,
So
it's
this should now work. Yes. I'm sure this probably worked with like the earlier versions of Ubuntu.
maybe. I mean,
All
yeah.
right.
So like simultaneous to what you're doing right now,
Yeah.
I'm doing the exact same steps, and I got like past that grant all privileges already.
Yeah.
That makes no sense though. Like I didn't do anything different.
Yeah.
Isn't that like fucked up?
Yeah. Now this is the problem. Now
Wait,
this
what's
is
the
not
problem?
working. This. Let me try.
I
Oh,
wasn't
that's
watching
rude.
what you're doing. So one thing that I noticed that you did something really quickly that I didn't see what you did was when you do the sudo mysql u root p,
Yeah.
it asks, oh sorry, no, the sudo mysql secure installation. So it asks
Yeah.
you a bunch of questions like do you want to remove temporary temporary users? Do you want to reload like tables, like all that stuff? I didn't see what you did, but I think you selected no for everything.
I selected almost yes for everything.
You did? Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
then that's good. Yes is what I selected for everything.
Yeah. No, this is an error now. I got this the last time too. When I set up MySQL first, I think it
Mm-hmm.
messes with MariaDB.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
possible.
I think the better tutorial for once you have Ubuntu 2004 installed is to just follow this directly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you install MySQL first, it somehow messes up. That's what I've noticed. Once you do this
Yeah.
and this, then just follow the instructions and it works. It works correctly. And even this, like you just
It,
copy and paste this. Like
yeah,
it's
it's
the
the
same
exact
command.
same line. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually worked.
I'm gonna switch over to my screen real quick because I have it
Yeah.
working already. So on this side, I I was able to yeah just go through the exact same lines of code. So how do you quit out of MySQL? Is it
I think
just
you just exit. Exit.
wait,
No, I don't exit. EXIT.
oh exit? Okay. Lost it. Exit. Exit. Okay, there. Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just did the same steps where I downloaded the latest version of WordPress and I saved it to this folder and I deleted the old index.html file. So when I refresh this IP, which is like my local IP here,
Nice.
I get to the WordPress installation. So so yeah, like I'm just gonna set this up with the same stuff that I had run. It's like
That's
so much
funky.
faster. Boom, sha,
Boom shalaka.
laka. Go
Username admin.
admin, and
Yeah.
then I'll go techie cast. This is like way faster than what we did on the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, the Pi was so slow.
So what I'm wondering is what happens if I reinstall the certificate?
Wait,
Like
is
the
the certificate up and running now?
certificate is up, but remember I said it kind of hijack like my router for some reason hijacks uh the port 80, and so
Yeah.
it's for some reason it's pointing to the router instead. So I'm wondering if because it's an index.php, it might be different.
Oh,
So
maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna run um the server the SSL certificate installation again just to see if anything changes. So I'm gonna attempt to reinstall existing one and then do the redirect. Um, yeah, I don't know if that did anything. Let's see.
Let's try.
Was it techycasts.com? Reading the same error?
I don't
Connection
even
bug.
get that. I just have a failure to open page.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. If I go into my settings in general, what if I change the WordPress URL to
S?
techycasts? Techycast.
Oh.
Tech-
Yeah, I still get failure to open page.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
What?
Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's port 80, but SSL is port 443. So hold on. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna get rid of this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. HTTPS is 443.
So I'm gonna go Ubuntu SSL and go 443 and 192.168.117. Apply.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good catch, actually.
well, let's see if it worked. So yeah, see if you can go to the site. Yeah, it worked. Sick,
No.
sick, motherfucker, sick.
I can't actually get to it.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me right now. You share your screen.
Oh, no, it's on now. It's on now. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay, good job. Good job. That was a good catch.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. This is what I was doing last night. I was like, "What the fuck isn't working?" And I went to sleep so pissed. Oh, I was literally sweating last night, and I got out of bed to put on deodorant because I was so pissed.